Hi, Homeschooling Mums. It's actually day 9 of the Veda, and I wanted to quickly talk about an article that I read on homeschoolingcompanion.com, I think it's called, and it's about the disadvantages of homeschooling. And this video is not to say that I think there's this whole, list of disadvantages for homeschooling, but I read the article and some of it I didn't actually fully agree. And one of the first disadvantages they talk about is no matter how good your curriculum is that you purchase from a curriculum provider, it's not going to be a match for a nationally recognised curriculum, and also if you've got no qualifications as a teacher, it's going to be no match for a professional teacher. And to be quite honest with you, obviously I haven't been homeschooling for a long time, but from speaking to other homeschooling mums that have been homeschooling for many years, their children are actually ahead of some of the kids that go to public school or go to a school that's, a conventional school. So to say that a curriculum that you could purchase isn't ever going to be as good as a recognised curriculum, I find a little bit of a blanket statement, because some children might fare better going to school with the nationally recognised curriculum, so to speak, and some children might fare better being at home. It's all dependent on the child, I think, and I'm not saying by any means that homeschooling is for everybody, but homeschooling could be best for your child. So I think you should take any kind of disadvantages you see, or even advantages you see, with a pinch of salt until you've tried it yourself. One of the next things they spoke about was stress, and they're saying that stress, homeschooling can cause an unimaginable amount of stress, and that it's not just about the stress that you are having to deal with everything, it's also turning your life upside down, basically, specifically so you can homeschool your child. I do agree with this to a certain extent, because it can cause stress, especially if you're trying to make money at the same time as homeschooling your child, and also the full responsibility is on your shoulders. Obviously, if your child goes to school, you still have a responsibility for your child's education, but you're responsible for every aspect of your child's education. So it can be stressful, especially in the beginning when you're trying to sort of find your feet with it. But I think once you find your flow, it can actually work out less stressful for you. So it really does depend on the family, it depends on the person, it depends on the way you are as a person and your temperament as well. Because if you have a kind of temperament where you find it difficult to deal with sort of organisation, it can be difficult for you. But for me, it's been stressful to a certain extent, and then also it's been less stressful to a certain extent because I have to get up every day and go to school and sort of all that kind of stuff. They basically spoke about 3 points, but they elaborated on each point. And one of the last points they spoke about was social interaction, which is one thing I'm very against it when people say that if your child's homeschooled, they will not be able to interact with other children, and they might resent you for not sending them to school because they won't be able to interact with other children. And I actually disagree with this strongly, because I found that my child has actually made more friends outside of a school environment than he would have when he was in school, I think. Especially if you have a lot of extracurricular activities, your kids are going to make friends. And even so, even if you don't have extracurricular activities, if you meet up with other homeschooling families, you will make friends. Your kids will make friends with other children. So this social interaction thing, I think, is nonsense, because that implies that the school is the only place that they can make friends. The classroom is the only place that they will make friends as children. That is actually false. So that's one thing I completely disagree with. I'm not going to go into the long list of advantages of homeschooling. I'll actually do that in another video. But I just wanted to discuss this specific article and see what you guys think about some of the points that were raised in this article. I'll leave the link below and see what you think. It's quite a simplistic article. It's nothing really academic, so to speak, but it does raise some points that I don't actually agree with, and so I wonder what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye.